Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet. And this is our Maker Monday. It's Monday. And I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you're here. Welcome. Come on in, as my good friend Naomi would say. And I Oh, my sweet, sweet sister, um, Naomi. There we go. Aw, that is so sweet. Okay, my sweet, sweet sister Naomi woke me up this morning with a phone call, and my phone was across the room. I I got up in time to do my live, but good morning, Catherine. Good morning, my sweet friend. But at that time in the morning, it was so cold, so cold. I crawled back under the covers, and guess what? Out, out like a light, like a light. Patty Barker, good morning. Good morning. You're winding your yarn right now, Catherine. Yay! Debbie Graybird, hello. Good morning to you. I hope that everyone is having a fabulous Monday. Fabulous Monday. And did I turn the volume down yet? Let's see on this volume. I did not. I did not. Okay, good. All right. There we go. Ta-da. Let's see. What is the temperature? Oh, it says 29 degrees. And it says that we're going to have snow days ahead. It says prepare for 2 days of snowfall ahead. Are you kidding me? I've been waiting for snow and nothing. Yeah, nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Well, all right. Okay. Well, it says prepare for snow ahead, but I don't see any snow on the forecast. Huh. Oh, okay. That is the overview for today. When is the snow happening? Oh, according to this, Saturday and Sunday. Hmm. Well, according to the forecast last week, Thursday we were supposed to get snow. And then Friday we were supposed to get snow. And it just seems like, they keep promising snow to us, but we're not getting snow. We're not getting snow. I think they are just messing with me, right? They're just messing with me. Have you gotten snow yet? What's your weather like? Let's see. Oh, it was 13 when you woke up. Oh my goodness. Tomorrow colder, wind chills into the negative. Oh my Lanta. Oh my Lanta. And Patty Barker says right now it's 18. Oh my Lanta. That is crazy. Crazy. Good morning, Amy. Good morning. She said it's 19 here in my neck of the woods. Everyone doing okay today? Everyone's doing okay. I was so cold. I actually did wake up with a headache. But, you know, that happens. It seems like when I use the heat, um when I turn the heat on, it seems like I get somewhat of a headache, but this one just feels kind of like that stiff neck headache kind of a thing. Yes, yes, it is cold. Um, yes, yes, yes. So, anyway, that's what my weather is like. And so Yeah, that's that big question right there. What's your weather like? What's your weather like? I want to know. And where is my friend Naomi? Naomi hasn't said good morning yet this morning, but I know she knows that I'm live. Good morning, Naomi. Good morning, Tanya. Good morning. You had snow? What the heck? What the heck? Florida snow, right? Do I get snow in East Tennessee? No. Am I in Florida anymore? No. Does Florida get snow? Yes. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, Florida snow, right? And Tanya clarified it. The ground was white, but it was frost. It wasn't snow. But yeah, we don't even have frost out there right now. We have bright sun, which is nice. That's nice because, our chickens need some good sun with that cold weather, right? Yeah. Yeah. Where is my Naomi? Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. Amy says, yes, we get snow here in Wise County, which is the snowiest county in Virginia. Whoa. That's amazing. That's amazing. Now, Wise County. I don't know where Wise County. I feel like I have a hair on my nose, and I don't like that feeling. So I'm not sure where Wise County is, but I'm guessing that are you in the like mountainous region, more Western Virginia? I don't know. Anyway, um, Amy says every time it's forecasted, we get something. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Catherine says mine is 22 and it said snow yesterday, but there wasn't any. Why do they make promises like that, Catherine? I don't know. When they make promises like snow, somebody should be fulfilling those promises. Yeah, that's what I think anyway. I don't know. Mm. Hmm. Let's see. Um, Patty Barker says, I have snow, not liking it. Oh my goodness. Miguel, good morning. Good morning to you. What kind of keys are sweet? Let's see. What kind of keys are sweet? I love this. I love this. A good dad joke for us today, Miguel. I love it. Okay, so of course, the first thing that came to mind was monkeys, Florida keys, key lime pie. Key lime pie is sweet. Um, let's see. Patty Barker got it. Is that it? Is it kiwi? Is it a kiwi? I'm going to do the shimmy. Patty Barker says kiwis. Well, we won't know until Miguel gives us the answer. But that's a good answer. That's a good answer. I love it. I love it. And tell me, what's in your cup? What is in your cup? I have hot coffee with a little bit of half and half, and coffee is nice and hot, and I am really, really liking it. Of course. Ah, you just thought it was funny. Oh, I think that's pretty good. Kiwi. Yeah. Answer is cookies. Cookies. That is a good answer, too. I like both of those answers. Yay! I love a good dad joke. I may have a dad joke or two. You never know. You never know. Yeah. Okay, good. Yep. I kind of guessed that. You're just across the border from Tennessee and North Carolina. That is awesome. You know what? If I go up the it was the old well, now it's called Kawohe, and it was called Klingman's Dome. And then if you go up there, they're like they built this tower, and it has like, so you can even push like wheelchairs and that kind of thing, but it like goes up in a spiral, and then there's a dome at the top there, and you can see like 7 states on a clear day, and one of them is Virginia, and I bet I can see your place in Virginia. I bet I could if I went up in the dome part, in the viewing part, which I don't, because I always, let's see, the last time I went up there, I did not go up in the thing, even though it's concrete and it's safe. But I just thought, what if a bear comes up and then I'm stuck up there and the bear comes up? See, you got to be prepared for the bad things so that it's not surprising you. Anyway, that's what I was thinking. Isn't that terrible? Isn't that terrible? Water in my cup, Debbie says. Getting ready for a second cup of coffee, Patty says. All right, all right. Oh my goodness. You know what? I think if I could like inject some coffee into my shoulders, it would yeah, it would help me. Because I feel like my shoulders are like really, really tight. I think after the live this morning, I'll have my husband put some of the oh, let's see, it's not mineral ice. I used to use mineral ice, right? And that would just like burn and burn, and it was good. It was a good. Yeah, Miguel, if there's a bear, if it's a black bear, you make yourself really big and tall. Like you raise your arms to make yourself look really tall, and you make loud noise, and then usually they run away because they're really not into confrontation, unless you get between a mama bear and her babies. Yeah, yeah. I think I probably could, Amy. I probably could, because from that dome, you can see 7 different states on a clear day. So I could just like wave at you from there. Amy, hello. You'd be shaking like a leaf. I know. I know. There's a video, Tanya, remember the video that your family took? They went on a hike, and on this trail in the Great Smoky Mountains, they went to see a waterfall. And I think it was on their way back. It was starting to get like dusky out. It was starting to get a little dark, and there was a bear. And so they were like they were making noises and trying to be big to make it go away. Um, yeah, yeah, definitely. Um, mm, yeah. So, I still have a little bit of a headache. Oh yeah, not mineral ice. I don't use mineral ice anymore. I use BioFreeze, and they both work. But I find that the BioFreeze doesn't burn all night long. It just does its business, helps your muscles relax, and it doesn't do the skin burn. Like not that mineral ice would leave marks or anything. It wasn't that. It was just that it was like constantly hot. Constantly hot. Yeah. So anyway, that's my story. So I think I'll have him put some BioFreeze on my shoulders when we get done, because kind of hurting. Let's see. Oh, lots of clapping. Yes. Lots of clapping, loud noises. They go away. Um, There are bears that are in downtown Gatlinburg all the time. Um, where they they come in looking for food, and I don't think a bear would want me to crochet at a beanie. Miguel, when I read that, I didn't see who posted it. And I immediately thought of Tanya, because Tanya turns everything into a hat for her dogs. As she's crocheting, she'll like put it on their head. Here, let me see. Is that a hat? You like that? And they usually just let her keep it on their head. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Amy. Amy, next time you visit your sister in Dandridge, let me know. Let me know. And maybe we'll meet for lunch or something. That would be so much fun. That would be so much fun. Or if you're there on a Saturday and it is like um May through I think October, um, there's that farmers market in Dandridge. And yeah, I've been there a couple times, and that's fun to go to. We can meet there, and we can, buy a bear claw and a cup of coffee and visit or something like that. I don't know. Or we can, crochet together at one of the little local shops or something. Anyway, that would be so much fun. That would be so much fun. Naomi, my sweet, where have you been all my life? Aloha, Naomi. I'm so glad that you're here. Oh my goodness. Naomi saved me this morning. She did. She saved me. Um, oh, Miguel, you and Amy could do a live. That's right. We could, if she wants to. I mean, she might not want to. I don't know. You know, she might not want to, but if she did, that would be great. That would be really great. Um, and Naomi, I was wondering where you were. Naomi saved me this morning. So my phone was on the cat tree when I got up this morning to use the restroom. My first alarm went off. Okay, so my first alarm went off, um, and I should have gotten up, but I didn't because I mean I should have gotten up and stayed up is what I mean. So I got up, used the restroom, came back in the bedroom. It was freezing. I was cold. I needed to get back under the covers. But my cats didn't have any food in their bowl, dry food. So I put some dry food in their bowl. Well, one of my cats has been getting sick, and I guess she was sick on the on the tree. So some had gotten on the outside of the bag, so I had to go wash my hands again. And every time I washed my hands, it just made me cold again, because the water, it takes a while to get warm. And I was just real quick washing my hands. So I used soap, washed it really good, dried my hands, came back in. I was freezing by then. Well, I had set my phone on the cat tree. And so I climbed under the covers and had to fight the covers with Roxy, because she was on the bed and she was like so heavy and I couldn't get the covers over. So finally I got the covers over, and then I laid down and I was out. And all I was supposed to do was warm up, but I was out. And Jay, hello, Jay, how are you? I'm so glad to see you. Happy Monday to you. Happy Monday. And oh, Naomi, you had to throw some laundry in. Oh my Lanta, you're doing laundry on a Monday. Well, of course you are. That is wonderful. And I know, because you've got traveling coming up. And so you're going to have to, you know, you're going to have to, yeah, you're going to have some clean clothes. Oh, I bet you're getting excited. Oh my Lanta. Mm. Ah, Amy, you love the farmer's market. I do too. I do too. So one of the ladies at the farmer's market, she has her own YouTube channel, and she doesn't, gosh, what is it called? Her name is, let's see, her name starts with a C, and it's like, it's not Colleen. Oh, goodness gracious. Let me see. And she has a channel, and it's all about her goats, and she makes goat milk caramels. And then she'll do like chocolate covered caramels, and she'll do different flavor caramels. Oh my Lanta, they're so good. And so I had been watching her, and then I found out that she came to that Dandridge farmers market every week. And now she's taken over the farmers market as what happened, Jay? Oh, oh, the flu just went through your house, so you're washing everything. I'm sorry, Jay. Yes, I'm so sorry. And so anyway, I was so excited. I was so excited. So I went to the Dandridge Farmers Market the first time so that I could see her. And her friend was there. She wasn't there that day, but her friend got her on the phone, and I got to talk to her. And I was like fangirling this girl. And gosh, now I can't even think of her name. And it has a C. And it's not Colleen. Let me see. Um, okay. Dandridge Farmers Market. Here we go. Because see, I follow them on Facebook. And so let's see. So she has kind of taken over the oh, and they have such a beautiful farmers market too. When I went before, it was in the old section of town right there on the corner. Um and I was going to see if I could find her. Let me see. But no. Okay, about. Let me see about. Oh, yeah. I don't think oh, they follow all of these other places in town. That is so nice. That is so nice. Anyway, it is so fun. It's so fun to go to the market. Don't you just love a good farmer's market? Anyway, um, yay. Oh, Naomi's saying hello to everybody. She's trying to list everybody out. And Naomi loves a good farmer's market too. That's fun. Let's see. Oh, you're going for the powwow in March. That is so fun. That is so fun. Your kids are so excited. That's awesome. Oh, and Tanya's sorry, Jay, too. Oh my goodness. Yeah. That flu is nothing, nothing to, you know, yeah. I mean, it is big time problem, right? Especially, well, especially the new one that's coming around. They're saying that it's really bad. So we've got what's in your cup, what's your weather like, and what's on your hook. I want to know what's on your hook. And so right now, let me tell you about something that could be on your hook if you wanted to. I just found this yesterday. You might already know about it. Maybe this is nothing new to you. I don't know. Maybe it is. So I just want to let you know that we're going to talk about well, we're not going to talk about it. We're just going to talk about the blanket side of it, okay? We're not going to get into a lot of that because I don't want to bring up any trauma for anyone. But there is a group on Facebook And it is called, oh, I did like that one too. It is called Rachel's Gift. And it is a crochet and they accept crochet or knit baby blankets. And so there's some guidelines to the baby blankets. And let me see really quick here. Comments. Oh, the coughing was the worst part. Your throat hurt more than if you had strep throat. That is not good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Not good at all. No way. Okay. So there is a group, it's actually, I think it's a 501, is it a 501b or I don't know how that is. But anyway, it's a nonprofit and it's called Rachel's Gift. And so for couples that face infant loss, they make boxes that have keepsakes in them for the families. They also provide volunteers, and they provide volunteers that will take photos, keepsake photos, and memory photos of that time. And so I do have some family members that have had who have experienced infant loss at birth. And so anyway, part of this is a knit or crochet baby blanket, and they put a call out just in the last day or two for more blankets that they need. And so these blankets, they're only asking for, excuse me, 21 by 21 size blankets. They're asking for no larger than a 4-weight blanket. They prefer something more in the line of a 3-weight blanket, just simply because it will fit in the box. So when they fold the blanket, they put it in the box that they have. So it cannot be like a really thick blanket because it won't fit in their box. So so they're asking for a knit or a crochet blanket, and it can be any design. The colors that they're looking for, they will not accept bright colors or dark colors. They don't want beige, black, red, orange, or solid yellow, because a lot of times the couples, they wrap their baby in these blankets for photos or whatever. And so they need pastel colors. Because that is what best complements the baby. And so they're looking, and the blankets need to be okay for both genders. So they want the blanket to include a pastel blue and a pastel pink. It can have other colors with it, but they want you to have pastel blue and pastel pink in there. So 21 by 21, and they don't care what pattern you use. It's the color, pastel pink and pastel blue, and the weight of the yarn. So they want you to use baby yarn for both its softness and its weight. They want you to use a weight of 2 to 4. Blankets made with heavier yarns are too bulky to fold into their keepsake boxes. And they would like you to have, pastel. A mix of blue, pink, and white is beautiful. So if you have like yarn that is a pastel blue, pink, and white, then that's perfect. You can just use that. But anyway, they don't want solid colors because they need it to be like gender neutral. And so it says, example, a blue and green mixture is generally for a boy. So add some pink and yellow, and they don't care if you have more than the two colors. They just want to make sure that it has pink or blue in it. So anyway, that is something that I saw. And, oh, you think you have a couple of those? You were making some for the NICU, and then they stopped accepting them due to COVID. Oh, yes. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I can share that. And like I said, I just saw it yesterday. So that is why I was sharing it. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Let me do that. And then let me see if I can find it, because I did have it. Okay. Let's see. And it's Rachel's. Okay, so it's rachelsgift.org is the website where they have the information on that. Let me do this. Let's see. Invite. No, share screen. Okay. So let me do this really quick. And I don't mean to take over, but they do have a need right now. And so this is Rachel's Gift. And they are there to support and care. So at the top, if you click on Get Involved, and then click on handmade items, and let me see. Okay, good. So monthly volunteer day, knit or crochet, handmade. And then they have a Facebook group. It's called Join Our Facebook Group, Handmade by Rachel's Gift, a community of volunteers. And so these were some of the things that were going on. And then knit or crochet baby blankets. Knitting and crochet volunteers play a vital role in bringing compassion and support to bereaved moms and families. Blankets donated to Rachel's Gift are gifted directly to the bedside of grieving mothers. Your handmade blankets will be forever treasured keepsakes to parents whose children were in their arms for only a matter of moments. And so then there's a button for FAQ and specs, and that's the instructions for like the size, the color type, the weight of the blanket. So then there are other things that you can do as well. You can sew things for them, but this was just the one for the crochet family. So here is the mailing address, the contact information, their headquarters. Let me see. Oh, they're a 501c3 is what they are. Donations are tax deductible. Here, and then at the bottom is their EIN number, or IEN number, sorry. And so anyway, their mailing address is in McDonough, Georgia. So let me stop sharing this. And so they're in need for that. Hi, Cree. Hi, Cree. Good morning to you. Yes. So let's see. Yes, it is a wonderful cause, isn't it? You're busy sewing winter coats for the poor. That is so nice. That is so nice, Cree. Good morning to you. So let's see. Let me add a banner. And it is, in case you're interested, okay. Okay. So it's rachelsgift.org. And so anyway, that is the website. Like I said, I just saw it yesterday on Facebook. I'd never seen this before, but I went and did some research. And, you know, I'm so glad that we have such a wonderful community here where when we hear the call that there's a need for something, that we, you know, we want to help. We want to help. And so, anyway, that's that's what I would say. Anyway, all the time. I was trying to remember last night when I first started YouTube, I would say anyway all the time. And I kind of got away from it, which I'm glad I did. So, oh, you did. You learned to give at home and be kind. Thank you, Cree. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. Oh, that is so awesome, Amy. Amy says, thank you. I will definitely contact them. I have some donated baby yarn, so I will make some more to add. That's wonderful. Your mom also knits stockings for them. That is wonderful too, Cree. That is so wonderful. Naomi says, I just got my second cup of coffee and I've been working on roses this morning. Yes. Yes. Our friend Naomi said, I'm done with roses. I can't do roses anymore. And then guess what? The roses called her back. They called her back. Yes, they did. Mm-hmm. You know what, Naomi? Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to plug in my warmer. Oh, yeah. Yes, I am. Because, boy, that's noisy, isn't it? Yes, it is. Very noisy around here. Okay. Oh, there we go. There's the light. I knew I had a light on there. So, let me do this. I love it. I love it. Love it. Last night, Naomi had cold coffee and she had a warmer that her bestie had given her for Christmas. And it worked. It kept her coffee warm. Yeah. Naomi says, LOL, I took a week off from roses, 1 week off from roses. And then she was back to it because she loves roses. What is not to love? Uh-oh. Tanya lost her hook. Tanya, I did not take your hook. Even if it was the size 6.0 J hook that I do not have here. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, my Lanta. So let me clean my glasses. Yes, that warmer is awesome. I can't wait till it warms up. Let me see. Nope, still hot. I wonder if it is. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's starting to get warm. Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. Don't burn yourself. Under the bed, Catherine says. So, Tanya, you know, there's been some stuff under your bed here, the guest room bed. And so when I got up this morning, I saw boxes on the guest room bed, and it's boxes of DVDs, movies, and Bethany and Tristan, they were like, "We have a question for you," and I just looked at them and said, "Yes," because they're in the process of loading all of their movies, all of their CDs online on a jump drive or something like that, right? And or in a cloud or something like that. And so they have lots of CDs, and so their thought is to get rid of the physical and just keep it on the cloud, or wherever it is that they're storing it. I'm not sure. And so when I saw all those DVDs out and they were like, "We have questions," and I was like, I knew exactly where they were going. Whatever, can they take those so that they can work on loading them? And the answer, of course, is yes. So anyway, it's under the bed. Catherine says, "Yes, go look." Catherine, you're hilarious. Go look. Okay, I'll be right back. Yeah, that is so funny. Oh my Lanta. So yeah, all the movies were under the bed, and they found them. Oh no. Oh, that's the worst nightmare. Tanya says, "I found it. It fell in the trash can beside my chair." What if you hadn't found it and it was in that trash can? Girl. Oh, I love it. Tim's at work. You're at the house all by yourself. You're crocheting. You're doing whatever you want because you're retired. That's awesome. Oh, my Atlanta. Are you working on your houndstooth? Yeah, I bet you are. I bet you are. So that is what I wanted to know was, oh, you would buy another. I know, but that's the problem. You buy another, and then you buy another, and then you buy another, and it just never ends. It just never ends. Yes, never, ever, ever ends. Never, ever. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. So as you know, this is the year of something new. And January and February is my Fair Isle Crochet. Let me share with you. Let's see. This. Let's see. There you go. And see, I don't know about that. No, not that. That. There we go. So January and February, it's the Fair Isle Crochet. The year of something new. And oh, hold on just a second. Okay. So have a look. And so the year of something new, January and February is Fair Isle Crochet. And then in March and April is knit. And so once I finish the project, it's not going to be my focus for the full 2 months unless I drag it out that long. And I don't know. What do you think? Could I drag it out that long? I don't really want to. You know what I mean? I don't really want to. So, hello. So, really what I want to do is get this Fair Isle Crochet project done. This is what it looks like so far, and it's a bag. It's kind of pretty. Kind of pretty. But I'm ready to finish something because I've started tracking. I started tracking my work in progress. Let me share that with you. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, project diary. Okay, let me see. You know, I think I'm going to have to, save this as a PDF. Let me see. Save this as a PDF, save a copy. PDF, PDF. There we go. Because I can show it to you if it's a PDF, but I can't show it to you if it's a Word document, which doesn't make any sense. But anyway, so let me remove that one and then present. Okay. Slides in PDF from my computer. Upload file. And let's see. Desktop, crochet therapy, 2026 checklist. Oh. Oh, here we go. Project diary. Here we go. And it is processing. And I just want to show you what this looks like. So, project. And so it's the year of something new, 2026. So that's the title of my probably that's going to be the title of everything. And then the pattern name. Actually, I just realized that that is not what I should do. It should be, the title should be the Farrow Crochet Gift Bag, and the pattern name should be Waistcoat Stitch. Is that true? Help me out here. Help a girl out. Designer name, I'm glad to put that on there, like Janelle's Crochet Therapy. And then HL, Lobby Lobby, I love this yarn, 4-weight. And then the hook size that I used. And then finished project weight, because that's one thing that I want to keep track of is the weight of the yarn that I use. And then I could convert it to how many yards of yarn. So our good friend Naomi is keeping track of the yards that she uses of yarn. And last year, she has a number for last year. And she is asking on her New Year's Eve or her New Year's Day. Was it New Year's Eve or New Year's Day? It was New Year's Day, I believe. Video. At the end, she was asking, can you make a guess? How many yards of yarn did I use in 2025? So I made a guess. I think it was like 85,000 yards, I guessed, or something like that, right? Because, I mean, when you think about it, if you're making a blanket, it's going to be 1,000 or more yards of yarn, right? Yeah. So, yeah. And if you make several of them, I don't know. I mean, how impressive would it be if you used 100,000 yards of yarn in a year? I mean, that would be pretty impressive, wouldn't it? So anyway, this is just a little sheet that I made up just to keep track online for me, so then I can turn it into, you know, a PDF, and I can print it off at the end of the year and or I can just keep it online on my computer. But I think that this is something that I want to keep track of. So this is slide 2. This is page 2. So this is basically what it's going to look like from now on. And then at the bottom, I have room to impose a photo of my project. my finished project. So I can insert, not impose, but insert a photo of my project. And that way, it's all digital. So I don't have to like print off a hard copy um, of the project, although I like to do that. And I did do that year before last. I did do that. Actually, I think it was like the beginning of last year when I did that because, yeah, I really enjoyed it because then I had some hard copies of the different projects that I made, and I really liked it. So this year, I want to keep a photo of every project. I want to keep track of, the finished weight. And I would love to know at the end of the year how much yards of yarn I actually used. I really would. So anyway, that is the deal there. And so that's the deal. And let's see. Oh man, let's see. What a great Monday morning, right? It is a beautiful morning. Tanya is drinking tea and working on her scarf. That is awesome. Mm, it's working already. It's working already. That is good. So my warmer is working already on my coffee cup, which is great. Great. Catherine says that's like me with the number 7 hook. Yeah. Yeah. And Naomi says, "Oh, Catherine, are you always losing your number 7?" Barbara Rickle Baker, Barbara B, how are you? I'm so glad that you're here. Welcome. Come on in. It is so good to see you. I'm so glad to see you. And okay. Catherine says, I'm just keeping track of my yarn balls. That's really good. That's what really good. Oh, Amy, thanks. Thanks for that encouragement. Thank you. I appreciate it. So this is the year I want to be a little more intentional with keeping track because I have in the past tried to hold on to my the sleeves, that come on the balls of yarn, but after a while I'm like losing track of them and they're like here and there, and it's just I was not intentional enough, so they were like everywhere. Michelle, hello. It's so good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. Come on in. Come on in. And you need it for your plushies? Yes, you do. You need your 7 hook for your plushies. Oh my goodness. So okay, there's that. And do you know today, January 19th, is National Popcorn Day? I think we're going to have to pop some popcorn a little bit later today. And I got this thing for my mom. It's a whirly pop, and it's supposed to be really easy to pop popcorn, and we have popcorn in it. And you put the popcorn in, you put the like coconut oil in it, and then you just crank it. And it spins it around on the inside. You just crank, and it spins it around. And that way it doesn't stick and it doesn't burn. And you just crank it, and then it'll start popping, and you keep cranking until it gets so full that it won't spin anymore. And then that's your sign to take it off the heat. And then you pour it in a bowl. Voila, you have nice hot popcorn. And it just tastes like movie theater popcorn. And ever since, actually even before we moved into this house, it was my goal or my intention or my want, my desire was to purchase one of those movie theater style popcorn poppers, and it like is on a stand and it just pops and pops out of that thing, in the center. That has always been my desire. We love popcorn. And how cool would that be? And it has like the two wheels so you can wheel it out, pop your popcorn right there in the living room if you want. And or take it out on the veranda, pop popcorn out there. And so anyway, it's always been my desire to have one of those. Well, this Whirly Pop was an inexpensive alternative to one of those big, because they can be quite expensive, which is why we don't have one, right? And because like they're like $100. There's some of them that are $200. Some of them are $300. I don't know what the difference is between them. But anyway, this is a nice alternative to having a regular popcorn popper, movie theater popcorn popper. You know, it's all in the glass and everything. Anyway, so popcorn is wonderful. Oh, popcorn is your favorite snack. Yummy, yummy. Oh no, Tanya says that's not compliant. No, popcorn is not compliant. Naomi loves popcorn. Oh yes, it's not compliant with her dietary requirements. Tanya says I can eat it until I get sick. I love popcorn, but it doesn't like me. Yeah, popcorn does not like her, which is really sad. So sad. So today is National Popcorn Day. Today is also National Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And so it is always the second or third Monday of the month. Let me see, of the month of January. 1, 2, 3. It's always the third Monday of the month. And so is MLK Day. And MLK Day is today is the 20th anniversary of mine and Mr. Crochet Therapy's first date. And so it's our 20-year anniversary of our first date. So that is pretty cool. It's not it's MLK Day was our first date day. So even though it's not the exact date of our first date, because our first date was, let's see, 13, 14, 15, 16 was the 16th. And I know this because that year, January 13th was Friday the 13th. And that was the date that we first met. And then Saturday and Sunday, there were activities. We met at church, at a church function. And there were things those 2 days where we interacted. But Monday was our first date. So anyway, that's really fun. And I'm going to tell you that story in April on our 20-year anniversary. I'll tell you the story of how we met. And yeah, I'll tell you that story. It's very, very romantic. So anyway, today is National Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Today is the day that we remember Martin Luther King Jr. And I think it used to be a federal day off. I don't know if it is today or not. Let me see. Is today, wait a minute, stop. Okay. Is the post office open today? No. Okay, good. They are closed. Mail delivery is not happening today. And I thought so. So that's good. Okay. And then today is also National Imagination Day. Isn't that fun? Let's see. National Imagination Day. I'll have to find the thing again. Let's see. National Day today. Here we go. And that's it. That's it. Okay. So today is National Imagination Day. And this is supposed to be a day to celebrate the playground of the mind and the power of using your imagination to create endless ideas. It says everyone has a little spark inside of their mind where endless possibilities meet between creativity and reality, where imagination paints a picture of an unseen idea, bringing exciting possibilities to the forefront of our mind. For many people, using their imagination is what drives their creative thinking to help them thrive and excel. So, what is so special about using your imagination and why is it important? And so it goes on to talk about how our brain is a creative organ that runs on concepts and ideas. And so anyway, children are just born with imagination, and they just, you know, they they find a way to you know take a ride on the back of a unicorn made from a stick off of a tree, and to fly their cardboard castle, and all these other things. And so anyway, we are creative human beings because we know how to crochet, and we take that magic wand of our crochet hook and we weave and turn this string, this yarn, this fiber that used to be, on an animal, on the back of an animal, or used to be something totally different. We turn it into so many creative things. And so, anyway, this is our day to use our imaginations. So, isn't that fun? I love it. I absolutely love it. Racine, hello. How are you? I am so glad to see you. I'm so glad to see you. It's so good for you to be here. And let's see. Oh, it was such a wonderful weekend. I can't believe it's been 20 years. I know. I know. Tanya was there. Tanya was there for that weekend. In fact, Saturday night, Tanya hosted a dinner at her house. And that was so much fun. That was so much fun. I remember the fried ice cream that you made with the cinnamon toast crunch cereal. Mm, yeah, it was like she made a Mexican fiesta dinner. And yeah, it was so good. So good. Mm. Miguel, you dozed off. That's my world right there. I doze off all the time. All the time. And yes, what a great imagination day. So today is National Imagination Day, National Popcorn Day, and National Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So it's really helpful that, our first date was on MLK Day, because I can always remember when our anniversary is, right? Yeah, yeah. It's very helpful. Okay. How can a frog jump higher than the Eiffel Tower? How can a frog jump higher than the Eiffel Tower? Dad joke time. If you didn't already know, dad joke time. How can a frog jump higher than the Eiffel Tower? Let's see. No, Miguel, you didn't tell me the fridge was working. That is very good. I'm so glad for you. That is wonderful. Ah, that is so wonderful. So how can a frog jump higher than the Eiffel Tower? Well, it's easy. The Eiffel Tower can't jump. But yep, you know it. You know it. The Eiffel Tower can't jump. Oh, that's fun. He played leapfrog. That was a good answer. Good answer. Oh, good. The landlord's handyman just called to check that the fridge is still working. That is good, Miguel. They take such good care of you. That is wonderful. Okay, a couple more dad jokes. Are you up for it? Are you up for it? What kind of shoes do ninjas wear? What kind of shoes do ninjas wear? What kind of shoes do ninjas wear? Oh, you were trying to make it about French fries? Tanya, yes, about French fries. That's funny. What kind of shoes do ninjas wear? Ninjas wear sneakers because they're like a ninja. I'm a ninja. Do you remember that? It was on Nickelodeon, and I don't know whether it was Keenan and Kel or if it was another show. I think it was Keenan and Kel. And the one of them would always walk in real quiet and go, "I'm a ninja. I'm a ninja." Oh, my Lanta. All right. One more dad joke. Are you ready? Why was Cinderella so bad at soccer? Why was Cinderella so bad at soccer? Why was Cinderella so bad at soccer? Okay, Racine says she kept dropping the ball. And Tanya says she was missing her slipper. Two very, very good answers. Very, very good answers. Why was Cinderella so bad at soccer? Because she kept running away from the ball. Remember? She kept running away from the ball when it turned midnight. Isn't that funny? But bump. Anyway, that is too fun. Too fun. And that is the end of our dad jokes for the day. The end of our dad jokes for the day. On Monday, I try not to do too much. I have this crochet. I don't know if it's not really like trivia, it's facts. And so I want to share those with you, but not today. And anyway, I'm saying anyway again. It is so fun. So fun. All right, for those of you who are wondering, we have 339 days until Christmas. 339 days until Christmas. And so we have plenty of time to get ready for Christmas next year. This gift bag idea, I could make a lot of gift bags if I wanted to, which is not a bad idea. Not a bad idea to make some gift bags for next year. Obviously, you're going to have some things that are too big that you need to wrap, but this right here, not a bad idea. Make some gift bags for next year and make some gifts to go in the gift bags. So I've discovered that I do not like wearing hats. Most of the hats come down on my forehead, and I'm talking about crochet hats. Come down on my forehead, they get near my eyes, and I can't stand anything like on my eyes or on my forehead. I just can't stand it. So I'm going to have to come up with, plus I also discovered that most adult size hats are too big for my head. So I don't know why. Why are they too big for my head? I don't know, but they are. And so I'm going to have to come up with some other concept for the hats. So I've discovered that even though I have hats and I love the hats, they won't stay on my head. They're always going down across my eyes. They're like wanting to come off. They don't stay on my head. So I decided that I need to make them smaller. And the hats that we made for the children, the ones that were supposedly child size, fit my head better. And it's not that I have an exceptionally small head. I think it's just the stretch of the material, the stretch of the, so I know that was really random, but I just thought about this gift bag. And then I thought, well, I could make hats, but I'm no longer making hats as gifts. No longer making hats as gifts because I've made enough hats and they're not the right size. They're just not. I think, a lot of the hats were 72 stitches around. That's way too big. The ones that we made for the kids were 64, and even those were like they were perfect for my head. So 64, and anyway, I don't know why I just thought of that, but I just did. Had to say it out loud because I thought about it. Lydia, Yarnworks by Lydia. It is so good to see you. So good to see you. Okay. Racine says, Barbara, how made my hat up after I changed up. I put it around my head. And okay, so you make sure that it works for you before you do your hat. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Yeah. The bucket hats fit me great because they sit and then they come out. I love those bucket hats. It's the wintry hats that don't fit. Yes. Oh, okay. Lydia says, I crochet hats and I also make hats on the machine. Okay. Racine, thank you. That is really a good idea. Really a good idea to make sure it fits before you do that. So, thank you, Tanya, because that idea about the bucket hats, I did make a whole slew of bucket hats and I made them in cotton. I don't know if it's the cotton that is making the difference for me, but yes, that cotton hat is wonderful. It's a cotton bucket hat. It feels good. I wore it in the car. Remember when I didn't have AC and we had to roll the windows down? And when we'd go to Knoxville, like the air would blow my hair everywhere. So I would wear a cotton hat, a bucket hat to keep my hair from going in my eyes. And that bucket hat felt good. I didn't have any problem with that bucket hat. I wonder for winter if I could make a bucket hat with acrylic or wool and make that work. It's just the yeah, it's just that feeling on my forehead, and then it's just all slidey. I need a tighter hat. I really do. So, oh, Lydia, you have an Addy or Centro knitting machine? That's nice. That's nice. I thought about getting an Addy. Um, only thing that would drive me crazy is if it dropped stitches, right? Yeah. If it dropped stitches. Now, if it didn't drop stitches, then I would absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Um, yeah. And you have like you make a tube. Hmm. I don't remember how, because with the knitting machine, they make the hats like you make two tubes and then or you make one tube and then you bring it in and bring it in on both ends and then it's a double thickness. That would probably work really good too. Um, Jay says if you use a cotton wool blend, it would give you the drape of cotton with the warmth of wool. That is a good idea. That's a great idea. Yes, I love that. I love that idea. Let me see. I'm going to remove that one. Let me remove this one. And let me remove this one. There we go. And there we go. Yeah, there we go. Um, that is a good idea. Tanya says, that's a good idea, Jay. That is a good idea. I love that idea. So I love how you help me. I have these random thoughts about like yarn and hats and all this stuff. So we have 339 days until Christmas. So we have plenty of time. Oh, they don't drop a stitch. People go fast and then yes, it will drop and don't use power tools. Um, Okay. You know what? That's what I was thinking because I saw Bag a Day. Crystal had an Addy machine. Now, this was years ago. Okay. And she was making knit hats. I don't know if she was giving them away to like homeless or I'm not sure what she was doing. But I know that she does donate a lot of what she makes, a lot. Um, mm. But she had her husband hook up a power drill to hers so that it would crank it really fast and it worked. I don't think at least not on camera, she didn't drop any stitches. But do you remember when I loved that and I am so sad about how people have treated her, um, with just different things that they've done and stalking and all this other stuff. Um, so eggs and spinach. Miguel, explain. Explain. You're having eggs and spinach right now? Explain yourself, Miguel. Um, and so I really liked it when she was like showing her kitchen and she was dyeing um, wool and she was cooking in the kitchen with her husband. And then they would go out in the garden and, show things out in the garden. I really loved all of that. Oh, frittatas with the eggs and spinach. Yes. if you ever make frittatas with eggs and spinach. Are you asking me if I've ever made frittatas with eggs and spinach? Yes, I have, and it's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. Yes. Yes, I have. So, gang, I always love it when you're here hanging out with me. And I always love it that you encourage me and you give me ideas and we can bounce ideas off of one another. I love that. I absolutely love that. And so I thank you so much for joining me today. And I am just so thankful for you. Um, ah, you always give me great ideas and great encouragement. And just hanging out with you is loads and loads of fun. Lydia says, knitting machine is awesome to have if you have grandkids. They would love it too. I have a friend that has a machine and they make hats. I bet they would like that. Hmm. I have to think about that. I'll have to think about that. So remember, this is the year of something new. Just because it's new to me doesn't mean that you have to do it as well. This month and next month, February, is my Fair Isle Crochet months. And so for you, if you've already done Fair Isle Crochet, if you've already mastered the waistcoat stitch, um, then perhaps it's time to do something else new. And I am adding every month something new in addition to what I have scheduled for my new month. I've added the houndstooth stitch this month, and I'm getting ready to add maybe something else new. Um, and so, yeah, this is my year of something new, and I am excited to learn some new things and to create. And this is the Imagination National Day of Imagination. And National Imagination Day. And so let's use our imagination and let's think of new ways that we can utilize yarn and that magic crochet hook, that magic wand of the crochet hook, to create new and wonderful things for the world, for our family, for ourselves, for our friends, and for people that we don't even know. Like with Rachel's gift, making the blankets, the baby blankets for people that we will never meet. And yet we can touch their lives and we can bless them with our gift of crochet. And so use your imagination today and stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. And much love to everybody. And I will see you next time.